Another chance down here for Meridian, but defended well by the Bears. Another nice defensive job by the Bears.
Moto does a good job of coming back, helping out Foles. Lady Bears tried to counter, but Bardwell was dispossessed by Lampkin.
Drenette will check back in for the Lady Bears. At Sydney Shoemaker, who will check in for Meridian. For the Lady Bears, it's Ramota who will get a break. Possessed by Meridian. Bears will lose that one. It will go back the way of Meridian once again. Two nothing here with 25 minutes to play in this first half. It's another shot on goal, but that one picked up by the Southwest keeper. Foles trying to work 2-on-1 down
Foles
there.
doing a great job of following that ball off the ground. A good cross. We almost had another own goal. Skidded up pretty high off the defender there, but she did keep it out of net. Wolf looking for a shot. Plays off for Drenette, centers it towards Bardwell, who pushes the defender trying to regain possession. Results in a free kick for Meridian.
So Meridian with a free kick, up 2-0 with right under 24 minutes to play here in the first half. Bear TV's coverage of Southwest women's soccer on this Monday afternoon. Lady Bears working in on their end.
Ball comes to Bardwell. It comes back out to Drenette.
Drenette does a nice job of turning it.
Plays it back to Harris. Sends it back to Preston. Does a great job of keeping it in play. Gets it back to Harris.
Okay, Tori. Okay, Chloe.
Foles with a shot there. Asked the question of the goalkeeper. Result is a goal kick.
Works it into the center now for Southwest with Wolf.
Lady Bears with a nice period of possession here. See if they can maintain that. Once again, great footwork there by Wolf. That's a high kick in that case.
And she went for the ball but got a player instead.
A good free kick deep into the box. Ceballos dives, is able to keep it out of the net.
Foles will get a breather for the Bears with Ramoto coming back in.
No, I think it's Bardwell coming out.
Okay.
Actually. I think Coach Mills is having a conversation with Foles.
So it will be Bardwell who will check out. 20 and a card was the one that went out for Meridian in that sequence. Ball goes to Meridian. That's out. Will go back the way of the Bears. So the Bears back with it. And they'll throw it in. That's a dangerous spot of the field to be in.
Cevallos showed a lot of trust there in Harris. Harris did a good job of turning that from the forward. And the result here is a counter. Oh.
Kicked it right up to Canaan.
Right off Canaan. Canaan will take it since it missed the camera.
And Canaan got lucky on that one. It didn't get that very expensive Dr. Andrew Dale camera. Instead, it got Canaan.
Dr. Dale's happy with that result as well.
Dr. Dale has no concern for Canaan's well-being, only the camera well-being, as we learned in our last broadcast. And to turn that one for the Bears.
Tough ball to control with it bouncing up that high, trying to keep your hand off of it, but Preston does a great job. Wolf now looking to move down the middle of the field. Off to Drenette, who's dispossessed.
Bears do another good job of turning it.
That was a good job of Price of stopping that run. The result is a ball on goal, and one much easier for Cevallos to deal with. She puts a great punt on it straight to Wolf in the middle of the field.
In the corner, I'll see if Foles can track that one down.
Harris with a good ball there looking for Foles. Tried to get around the defender, not quite able to. Meridian's substituting just about every stoppage of play now.
Yeah, they're trying to keep fresh legs in there. 6 for 9. It's Allen who will check back in for Roberts.
And with a 2-goal lead, that is a luxury that you have, certainly. Try to keep fresh legs out there. And it is, while it's, I don't know if you can tell by the camera, there's a haze, but it's definitely warm, very, very muggy.
We were, 80 degrees when we started here at Southwest this afternoon.
That was good.
Here comes Drenette.
Don't force it. Just keep doing what works. That's good, Zion.
Nice job by Summerall gaining possession of that ball, getting around the forward, working up the right side of the field. Lots of space. She just keeps working until somebody takes the ball from her. It's a good job of moving the ball up. Meridian looking to make 3 subs now. Back to our conversation a couple minutes ago.
And they will be allowed to sub 26, 4, and 2. Shelley 26, Rangel 4, and 2 is Claire Benson, who will all be checking back in. The Lady Bears make a substitution as well. They'll get Remoto out for a moment. And
number 20 comes in.
20 for the Bears. That's Sherry Ryer who will check in.
Wolf looks for her right away. She puts a good head on the ball, back from the direction that it came. Lady Bears maintaining possession.
Wolf trying to work it with some fancy footwork on that other end over there. To Foles, she'll put a shot up, but it's deflected, and then the keeper will take it.
The defender did hit that off of her head. It took the pace out of it a little bit, but it did change the direction. There was a little danger there, but Meridian goalkeeper able to get her hands on that ball. And you see they're trying to counter right away every time. Cevallos already has the ball to punt. False with a great ball down the side. I think that's going to stop, too. That's going to stay in, almost as if a corner. Oh, it barely was out, apparently.
Yeah.
That was nice. She got her toe on the ball, kept it inbounds,
If it would
kept
have
it
died
down.
maybe an inch earlier, too, she'd have been in business.
She was around the defender in a hurry. So she was looking to get there for a cross with some, hopefully somebody could get it on the end of it in the box. She'll get a well-deserved break now.
She will. Bardwell will come back in. Foles will take a break for the Lady Bears here with 15:50 to play in this first period in women's action this afternoon here on the Southwest campus.
Yep.
That one's headed for the corner.
Meridian's doing this over and over again. They get the ball in the middle and they quickly kick it to the right, trying to get it to Claire Benson down that right side for a cross. This resulted in a couple of goals so far, so I don't blame them for that at all. It has worked well for them.
Bears will get that one out. It's Preston who will get rid of that one for the Bears.
Henderson doing some good central defending there. Result is a goal kick.
Looks like she's going to back up and just boot this one.
Looking for Wolf in the middle. Wolf's able to get control momentarily. Bears trying to play it down the right side, but not quite able to keep it in.
The Bears will give it back to Meridian. Defended well though by the Bears, and we get a whistle here.
I believe we get a foul on Meridian.
And Wolf was on the ground for a good period before the whistle came, but I think they did get the foul.
I believe the referee was looking for whether an advantage would occur before blowing the whistle. Once none did, then it was time to blow the whistle.
That one's into the middle of that Bear end and brought right out by Meridian. And like you said, what they've done all day, they want to go to that corner with it. This time defended nicely by the Bears.
Henderson decides to head that ball out just to be safe, but we will have a throw in down here deep on the southwest end. We'll need to defend once again. We don't have our helper with to get the balls out of the trees like we did last year.
No, man, we don't. He was taking in the game, and now the players have to go get them, so it takes a little bit longer for that to take place. In the traffic, again defended nicely by the Bears.
Bears looking to break.
Wolf's got the ball.
Wolf wanting to distribute to Ryer or to Bardwell or to go for goal. She decides to go for goal, and it trickles just wide of the net.
12 and a half minutes to play now in the first half of this women's game. It's Meridian leading the Lady Bears by a score of 2-0. Sub again, 20 for 21. That is card for Benitez. Looks like the Bears would like to get Miss Folse back in as well.
Yeah, Folse comes in. It looks like Powell's going to head off on the other side, make the long trek around. Price with the foul there from behind. Another free kick. It was a pretty dangerous free kick earlier that Meridian had. They get to move the ball up even a little further than they thought.
And they're going to bring it not from midfield, but onto their end of the field. That one's booted into that
It's another good ball.
traffic and out.
Off the side netting there. Yep. Camilla slips in that case, but she still is able to get it to Wolf. Looking for a through ball. Off the player comes back to Jernette, who finds Wolf. Plays it back to Harris. Unable to keep it in bounds. This just in, Meridian as a substitute.
Oh, yeah, another one.
They've
They've done a lot of that, haven't they?
They really have. They've done a good job of getting lots of players action.
You figure we still show about 10.5 minutes to play in the first half of this one. Meridian has already made at least 10 subs here in the opening half.
Watch your line, Sherry.
That one to Wolf. Wolf gets it to Drenette. Wolf gets it back for the Bears.
Playing some 1-on-2, almost got through them both. Oh. Let's see. Summerall with a foul there. She grabbed the player by the arm to pull her back to stop that run of play. The result is a yellow card.
So she will have to come off for the Bears. Will Summerall.
Ball was coming right down the middle of the pitch. She felt that was her best option to stop the run of play. Sometimes you just have to take one for the team, Benji.
Let's see what Meridian decides to do with the kick here.
See if she goes for goal. She decides to play it through the traffic, looking for a touch. But he goes all the way through for a goal kick. Lady Bears fortunate in that case. That was a foul pretty far up the field, but that shows that that foul of Summerall paid off. It's worth a yellow card not to concede a goal. Now, when she comes back in, of course, she'll have to be very careful. She's got her one yellow card of the game now.
You don't want to pick that second one up.
She's one that plays a lot. She has played in the defense a good bit in this game.
That one's kicked out. Wolf stops that one from going out several times. Makes a nice move there for the Lady Bears.
Yeah, she's so good you just almost get used to it. You just almost expect to see those sorts of ball skills every time she's got the ball.
Foles touches it. Looks for Drenette. That one, though, taken by Meridian.
Thought that may have been out, but the referee was right there. Did not
Like
call it out.
Looked like it was out from our vantage point.
Drenette sees Bardwell with an opportunity. Just needed to slow that pace down just a bit so she could get on the end of it.
Booted away, and this one will be Preston trying to control that one for the Bears to Drenette.
There's that ball over once again.
This one booted away, and
Drenette's going to get there, I believe. Yep, keeps it in. Keeps it off the Meridian player for a throw. See if Southwest gets numbers up. They like to play quickly instead. Well, there's some space. Drenette and Barwell not on the same page there. Drenette was looking to get it to Barwell. Barwell had already turned and headed for goal, looking for a cross. Heads up.
because Zach Mills
Showing off his keeper skills there.
protecting
We are very appreciative.
protecting us for that matter.
That's all I could do. I could just catch and pass. I couldn't do that. That's all that matters.
Says he was channeling his basketball days.
He's bragging to Coach Thibodeau over here. Yeah. Preston slipped there, which allowed the forward with an opportunity. Meridian forward crashes into into Price, but
No foul called there, though.
nothing called. No. A little bit of slipping going on now on this end of the pitch.
It's brought out now, and the Meridian Eagles will inbound it. Looks like another sub, 24 for 26. That's Hannah Woods for Ansley Shelley, as Meridian makes yet another substitution here in the first half.
There you go, Vincent! Yeah!
Preston falls down, allows Meridian to keep that one inbounds.
Yeah, got the ball to Benson there on the deep right, and she got that that ball across like she's been doing all game so far. Ball comes back out to play, results in Ceballos punting one deep, hits the ground. Bardwell wants it to keep going.
Bears will try to get something going here with under 5 minutes to play now in this first half.
Yeah, Coach Cooper had a good 5-minute warning there for us, yelling 5 minutes out there. That's good news. Jarvis is able to come back in. She'd gone out with an injury earlier. She still looks like she's got a little bit of a limp there, but is able to take her spot back on the field.
Yeah, Ryder, who had been playing for her, will check out for the Lady Bears with 4:19 to play.
It looks like Jarvis and Bardwell are playing as two forwards. A little bit of confusion, but the result here, the referee says a goal kick, I believe, or a throw in. Throw in.
It's a throw in for the Lady Bears.
Under 4 minutes to play. Both teams a little tired. Anything can happen here in this last 4 minutes of the half. If the Lady Bears could find a way to get a goal, that would change the.
You feel like if they got a goal right here, it would really help their momentum going into that second half as well. They've been flat for a good chunk of this first half.
Combine. It's over.
Referee says that was not a handball.
Hurry up. We only got 3.
Yeah, Lady Bears looking to play quick. There's a little bit of space in the defense.
Drenette gets it to Wolf.
Wolf with a good ball out to Bardwell there. Referee says Bardwell was offside. It's tough to tell from this angle. Oh, I believe we have 3.
We have 3 now.
I see 3 yellow shirts now.
Our other yellow shirt showed up. Went right to work, though. Did you notice that? Went right to work on the other side. That one's put back in the Bear end with Wolf.
Good ball out to Foles. Foles plays it back to AJ. AJ and Harris trying to get that ball up that right side of the pitch. 2 minutes left now. Free kick. Foul there on Meridian.
So here's the free kick. Foles will handle that for the Bears.
Lady Bears keep 2 defenders back. Everybody else moves forward for the most part. Looks like Harris is kind of playing in between a little, just as an option. We'll see if Fultz wants to send it towards that line. Their left foot. Bardwell gets a leg on it. Comes backwards to Preston, however. Preston runs it down.
In the Wolf's legs.
Ball's going to go over to Fultz. She can keep this in. There's some traffic in front of the goal. Result will be Southwest's first corner of the game.
It's going to come with 1:12 to play here in the first half.
Henderson will run forward now to see if she can get a goal here. Preston drops back in defense to man mark the forward. Good ball up high, but it comes out of the box.
Good. Yeah, hurry up.
Off of Meridian, 43 seconds left in the first half.
Bears trying to work something quick here.
Might have a one-on-one here, but Price does a great job there finding that ball. Switches play to the right side to AJ. About 20 seconds left in the half now.
Now it looks like the
Fultz not quite able to keep that one in.
Eagles may be content with just running this first half out on this one. They will take their time to
I think
throw
they may have sensed a little danger there. They may have had the same thought that we did about we don't want to concede here right here at the end of the half, and they appear to be able to hold on.
There's the buzzer, and the first half is over. Lady Bears had a couple of shots right there at the end. None of them, though, make it into the goal. And the Eagles of Meridian will lead this one 2-0 as we step aside here on Bear TV. Come back with our halftime thoughts after this.
Now is your time to be a part of an amazing class of students. There's so much going on here at Southwest, you won't want to miss out. We have scholarships available for music ensembles, cheer, and athletic teams. You can be a part of our active and vibrant campus life where students are determined to meet their goals. With our new and remodeled residence halls, you have the convenience of staying on campus or commuting. You can even take classes online. At Southwest, you can get an authentic college experience at a fraction of the cost of a four-year university. You belong here. Southwest Mississippi Community College classes start soon, so schedule an appointment today to get on track to a better you. Find us at www.smcc.edu.
I can say I've done a lot of things in my life. I've flown with the Eagles, rode with the Cowboys, I've barreled through the barriers. One thing I can't say though is that I did it alone. People ask me what makes a legend. I always say it's about being a part of something bigger. It's never just me. It's always one for all. Whatever comes your way, do it together.
Well, back here at Southwest Mississippi Community College, halftime 2-0 in favor of Meridian. Of course, we get the on goal by Price at the 39-33 mark, and then Woods scores at the 28-34 mark of this first half. And Matt, you talked about this with both those goals coming early. We talked about Meridian coming out with that intensity early. That's probably what leads to those two quick goals.
They came out with a lot of energy early. They possessed the ball well. Southwest had a lot of trouble getting it out of their end early in the game. We could tell what Meridian wanted to do. They want to get the ball to the wings, cross the ball back through, and that's how they got both of their goals, was off of that kind of action. Lady Bears adjusted to it a little bit better further into the second half. They seem to get their legs a little more. Second quarter of the game, if you will, second half of the first half, they seem to Southwest seemed to have the ball a little more. They put a good deal more pressure on the back line of Meridian. Now we'll see if that pays off. As we talked about, Meridian has subbed quite a bit, so they might have a little bit fresher legs. But hopefully Southwest will come out, make some adjustments, and be able to. If they can get one on the board here early in the second half or so, that is going to change the game. Kind of puts a little pressure on who had the lead. So we'll just have to see what happens there.
An early goal makes it 2-1, and then anything can happen after that. But I think it is important, Matt, at least for the intensity of Southwest, for them to try to score as quickly as possible in the starting moments of the second half.
Yeah, I imagine we're going to see Southwest pushing up a little more, maybe even. We started to see that towards the end of the first half. The back line moved up a little more. They had Southwest had a few more numbers trying to get into midfield, so more numbers then can then move into the box. Wolf has done a good job of controlling the ball when she's had it in midfield and playing it off. There's been some good touches by several other players for Southwest. Foles had some good runs down the left side as we were watching. Lots of good play, just hasn't resulted in any goals yet for Southwest. But if they keep playing with that intensity, that I can see the plan that Coach Mills has for them. That could very easily pay off for them in the second half.
Well, we are at the half, 2-0 in favor of Meridian here at Southwest. We will step aside, talk about a few things going on Baird TV and on campus. That's coming up after a break at halftime here on Baird TV.
Now is your time to be a part of an amazing class of students. There's so much going on here at Southwest, you won't want to miss out. We have scholarships available for music ensembles, cheer, and athletic teams. You can be a part of our active and vibrant campus life, where students are determined to meet their goals. With our new and remodeled residence halls, you have the convenience of staying on campus or commuting. You can even take classes online. At Southwest, you can get an authentic college experience at a fraction of the cost of a four-year university. You belong here. Southwest Mississippi Community College classes start soon, so schedule an appointment today to get on track to a better you. Find us at www.smcc.edu.
Or was that someone else?
I can say I've done a lot of things in my life. I've flown with the Eagles, rode with the Cowboys, I've barreled through the barriers. One thing I can't say though is that I did it alone. People ask me what makes a legend. I always say it's about being a part of something bigger. It's never just me. It's always one for all. Whatever comes your way, do it together.
Well, back here on the campus of Southwest Mississippi Community College on this Monday, I want to remind you tomorrow night, 6 o'clock, Inside Bear Athletics will air here on Baird TV. We've got two sports we're going to talk about. We've got a couple of basketball players that will join us. Michael Barber, who, of course, recently signed with Alabama State. We'll talk about the recruiting process with him. Mr. Strickland, who's working. He's got several schools. He's debating on which way he's going to go next. And our feature interview will be the longtime head baseball coach, Ken Jackson. Get some final thoughts from him as he wraps up his 2021 and his coaching career as a head baseball coach. We'll talk to him about that. Matt, of course, yesterday, Coach Ken Jackson over at baseball goes 1-1 on his final day, and it's got to be weird waking up this morning for him after 30-plus years in the coaching industry to know he's no longer a head baseball coach.
I was so tickled pink to watch the Bears get that win yesterday. I was so happy for Coach Jackson. I know those players played their heart out for him here on this last doubleheader, as they have all year. But I know they were very happy to get that win for him here on his last day here as the coach. Coach Jackson is just one of the nicest people I've ever met.
Oh, he is.
He's so friendly. He's just such a great person. My wife was telling me about the great post that he had made, I believe on Instagram.
Yes,
maybe.
Yes, it was on Facebook and Instagram that he made. He made early Sunday morning.
It was just so touching, and you can tell how much love he has for his players, how much he's enjoyed his work over these years, and I have no doubt that he would like to go back and talk to every player and tell them individually, thank you for all that they've done for him. And I'm sure he has been a positive influence in just countless number of lives in this area. So thankfully, he's not leaving the college.
I was going to say the good news is that we're not losing his influence on the campus. He will move into an assistant athletic director's role here on campus, and as he said, handle game day operations and, of course, working on the foundation side to raise money. But one of the things that Coach Jackson does very well is maintain facilities, and he said that would be part of his role as assistant athletic director as well, kind of a game day operations type guy. So I think he's looking forward to his new role, but I think he's going to miss coaching baseball too.
Both can be true at the same time.
Yes,
That's right. That's
but,
right.
but I think he's excited to kind of turn the page, but also I think he's going to miss coaching baseball. Speaking of sports, Wednesday the Lady Bears will make the trip to East Central. Matt, they need 2 wins really, really bad. Coach Shay Johnson and the Lady Bears trying to make that playoff push, the 10 seed, trying to get to the 9 seed, maybe the 8 seed. They need those 2 games over East Central tomorrow to put themselves back in that playoff picture.
As I recall, of course, fall ball was a long time ago, but I believe the Lady Bears played East Central here in the fall, and I believe it was a pretty evenly matched games. I feel like they ought to have a good opportunity there. I know Jensen Grimion has given them some good innings there in that first game.
And she won yesterday. She won that first game.
Yeah,
it was the second game the Bears came up empty on up in Senatobia yesterday. But they make that trip to Decatur, and, I mean, it's going to come pretty much down to the last day to decide whether or not the Lady Bears make postseason action or not. I haven't looked at the standings in front of me, but I think they still have a chance if they're able to sweep East Central of kind of backing into the playoffs. So.
Yeah, and I know the record was right around 500 in the league. It has been for a good bit here lately. They went 1-1, like you said yesterday. So I think they have to like their chances. If you want to stay loose, you want to go out there and do your best, and that's something that they can certainly do.
I was told going into those 2 series they need to win 3 out of 4. So
Okay.
I think that's pretty much still going to probably be the case for the Lady Bears on softball. So tomorrow night inside Bear Athletics, Coach Ken Jackson, and basketball. Wednesday, of course, we won't have them here on Bear TV, but East Central will be webcasting those games. You can support the Lady Bears on Wednesday as well. Let's step aside 30 seconds. We'll come back, get second half action rolling. Well, back here at Southwest, and we've got a change at goalkeeper for the Bears. Matt?
Melaine Moak will come into goal now for the Lady Bears, and Camila Ceballos will move into midfield as well. She's now paired in a midfield pair with Juana Wolf just behind the forwards. So up front you've got AJ Ramoto, Chloe Folse, and Tori Dranette, and behind her Ceballos and Wolf.
So Ceballos changing her role here to try to spark the Lady Bears at the start of the second half. Bears.
Ceballos is so athletic. You know, she played on the tennis team last spring. The first year we had a tennis team back after several years, and she played soccer in the fall and tennis in the spring.
Yeah, you can definitely tell she's an all-around athlete, and, of course, coming to us from South America as she does.
From Ecuador, yes. Mm-hmm. And I believe her family they faithfully watch this broadcast.
So they're watching in this afternoon as they get to see their daughter playing a little different role here as we get the second half started. Bears down, by the way, 2-0 as we start second half action. The Bears' goal will be the one down here closer to Ariane. There's a shot on goal by Dranette that won't fall for the Lady Bears.
In a hurry, we already see benefits of this shift in form, resulting in a ball on goal there very quickly. Moak with a good ball out there after being played back to her by Henderson. There's that cross from the right again from Meridian. Moak corrals it.
Nice job by Moak to corral it for the first time. She wants to get it out to Foles.
She sees Foles has lots of room out here on the Lady Bear right side. Ball squirts through to Wolf.
Here goes Wolf.
It's back.
1 on 3. Let's
Twice.
see if she can do it. Misses. She was in a 1 on 3 situation that time. 3 defenders against her, Matt.
She came straight. She cut right. She cut left. She cut right. And she almost got that ball in that top right corner. Very impressive.
So just in the first 2 minutes, we've already seen the Lady Bears with 2 shots on goal.
Foles and Summerall do a good job working the ball here. The ball comes back down the right side of Foles. She's going to cross it. Nope. She sends it further down to Drenette. Drenette will cross it off the post.
We talked about you can definitely tell the Lady Bears, man, have a different intensity to them here in the start of the second half than they did in the first half.
There's a sense of urgency, yes, that there was not in the first 5 or 10 minutes of that first half.
The Meridian will kick this one away. Nice job by the Lady Bears and Harris with a head kick.
Olsen Wolf able to dispossess Meridian there. Wolf going to look to cross this if she can, or get a corner. And she's able to win the corner. So it took about, 43 minutes for the first corner for Southwest in the first half, and after 4 minutes of play,
they've already got one. They've already got their second one. So a kick from the corner for the Lady Bears here.
Ceballos, of course, is up there. Henderson will move up. Lots of bodies there looking to put ahead. Ball stays on the ground. Pulls with a good cross to the back post.
Back to the Bears here on that corner over there. Meridian with the throw in this time.
Yeah, it looks like Jarvis is playing a little further back. She was playing up as a forward in the first half. Of course, got hurt, had that ankle that she had to come out for. Now she's playing maybe a little more of a left wing back, more of a defensive role.
The ball will belong with the Lady Bears as they get it over here to
Harris. Gets it to Summerall.
Summerall was all by herself, gives it back to Harris.
Get the ball in the middle, turn, and kick it down the right side. Over and over. And again, I cannot blame them for doing it because it's resulted in a couple of goals.
Yeah.
The result here is a second corner for the game for Meridian. Yeah, I don't believe Meridian has dropped back anymore. It's just Southwest has put that much pressure on them.
Yeah, Southwest is, like I said, just playing with a different intensity here in the opening moments of the second half.
5 minutes played so far. If they keep that up, I'm sure they're going to get a couple of goals at least in the net. Moak comes out and plays that with her foot to defend. Result is a third corner.
I don't think she ever moved out of the corner.
Now we do have a Southwest player on the ground. Moak may have come together with Henderson there just a little bit on clearing that ball.
Henderson trying to
stretch it out a little bit.
Stretch it out, catch her breath for the Bears. She says she will stay in. There's
and
the kick.
Defends the ball. She does a great job there. Gets the ball out of play, gets considered to the left side now where Jarvis is looking on the counter. Ceballos plays it back to Foles. Back to Ceballos. Lots of space, tries a through ball. Meridian able to regain possession. Sends the ball deep down the right side.
This one once.
Jarvis did a good job there. Oop. off the
top of the goal that time.
So Jarvis did a good job of working back to the other side of the pitch there to defend. Southwest did give up that shot, but it was off the post.
Off the top of the post, and Foles able to get it over to Wolf.
Wolf looking for Foles. Lots of space here in the middle of the pitch right now.
Ceballos in there with the get it back. Now Dranette down to help.
Great job keeping that in. Did it deflect? No, she didn't get a deflection.
No deflection. I thought it may have deflected in that off a Meridian player, but they say it doesn't, so it will go back with a kick here for Meridian. Ceballos with a header there to Wolf. Back to Foles down in this corner. Foles puts it back into traffic, brought out by Meridian.
Just trying to get it to AJ on that back post. Just couldn't quite get it to her. It's a good thought.
Brought in Ceballos with a kick there. Dranette for the Bears in a one-on-one. Foles over to help her.
She plays it wide to Foles. Defender does a good job of playing that off Foles for a Meridian throw.
Meridian will make a substitution. 15, that's Savannah Cooper, will come in for Hannah Cook. A bunch of subs in the first half. They're ready to make their first of the second half here.
Yep. They have done a great job of keeping fresh legs in the game, certainly.
Ceballos will throw this one in.
Well, that ball headed for goal. She was looking for that more as a pass, but wasn't quite able to get somebody on the other end of it.
This one will be on this Meridian end.
Summerall comes across to head that ball. Help the Lady Bears gain possession. Wolf trying to play Ceballos. Foles plays up instead. Meridian gains possession.
Meridian will kick that one out.
That's some good pressure by Harris there in midfield there to result in that Southwest throw. Southwest plays it quick. Ceballos plays it to Wolf. Gets it back to Harris.
Ball right now in that center. Bears let it go out. They want to throw it back in quickly. Ceballos looking for Dranette.
Ooh, Moak does a great job of diving out there and just taking control of that ball.
Moak will boot this one away for the Bears.
Roberts from Meridian knew she had some room. She took a little hop step and kicked the ball towards her right, but Moak comes out and takes control. Southwest looking to counter here.
Pitches it back to Summerall.
Yeah, instead they let keep the ball on the ground, switch play, right to left. Harris thought Summerall was behind her, but she wasn't quite behind her exactly. The ball rolls out of play.
Looks like the Bears will get a break for Chloe Foles as she will check out. They will get a break for her for a moment here on the side.
Yeah, Bardwell comes in right away. The ball finds her feet. She does a great job of moving the ball up towards Dranette.
That one's lost. Should be Bears ball. Meridian wanted to try to play fast, see if they could slide that one by the official.
I can't blame him for trying, but the official was on it.
That one brought out back to the Bear end. Here's Bardwell.
Yeah, that was a good diagonal there by Jarvis. AJ with some good work there in center.
That one will be brought in by
Yeah, it's going to be a
Meridian.
goal kick.
Goal kick.
AJ was looking to get a foot around that one, didn't quite get it all the way around. Easily that could have gone off of a Meridian player for a corner, but didn't find any bodies, went straight through off the end line.
Another substitution, 12 for 20. That's Shoemaker, who will enter, and a card who will check out for Meridian. So they do what they did in the first half, these constant substitutions for the Eagles of Meridian. Bears will send it to Wolf. Wolf will put it back in Harris's. Back to Wolf.
That's in.
That's in.
Wow.
Look at that one from Wolf. It was defended, but Wolf still able to get that one in.
I was ready to say that's an ambitious shot by Wolf, but no shot is ambitious for Wolf. Every shot I think that she takes has a chance of going in.
And the thing is, the keeper got her hands on it, just not enough.
The keeper was not fooled. There was nothing she could do about it. Too much weight on that ball. It was high up in the net. Just a great strike by Wolf there.
So 32:09 mark of this second half. Wolf with the goal to make it 2-1. Bears right back in this one, Matt.
Yes, they are. With, like you said, a little over 30 minutes to go. So just down a goal. All that pressure from the first 15 minutes has really paid off. Meridian has not had nearly as much of the ball as they did earlier, especially in the first half. Lady Bears are able to keep control of the ball. They put lots of balls through the box, and that one kind of went over the box and into the net for them there.
One of those things where in the first half it looked like Meridian had all the momentum as they were playing fast. Here in the second half, it almost appears the Bears may have that momentum as they played fast. Wolf again with the ball, looking for some help. She's being double teamed right now, and Meridian comes out with it. The Meridian out with the ball there.
Ceballos dropping back a little more defensive of a midfielder role there. Coach Mills took that opportunity with the goal to bring in Preston. AJ Ramoto gets a break. Preston drops back in as a defender, and Jarvis moves up as a forward now, joining Bardwell and Dranette, looking to provide a little more pace after resting, if you will, for a bit back there in defense.
Bears will defend that one. It will be is it a corner kick, Matt?
Yeah, it's going to be a corner.
So a corner kick for Meridian.
Ceballos will send, who's that, 17? I believe Lampkin in.
Yeah, 17 checks in. There's the kick, and
Lampkin gets a head on it, and it goes over the goal. Well, they found her.
they found who they wanted, but it goes over the top of the goal that time for
She
Meridian.
wasn't quite able to get it on goal. No. You know, the defense has to recognize that. Here comes that central defender coming up. Somebody's got to find her and get a body on her. But Lady Bear's not hurt that time.
Trying to go to Ceballos that time, but Meridian will turn it, put the pressure right back on the Bear goalkeeper, and she's able to make the play.
That was some good shoulder-to-shoulder defending by Preston. In the box there, you can't be too physical, but she was just physical enough to result in a save for an attempt that Mocha's able to save.
Here goes Wolf again.
Both forwards for Southwest headed into the box. Ceballos tries to find it to Bardwell. She's pushed over.
No foul called.
She was looking for a foul, but none coming apparently. Referee's going to have a conversation with the defender without calling a foul.
And then she will check out. That was number 15, Savannah Cooper. She checks out in favor of Hannah Cook.
Bardwell now is on the left side. Looks like Bardwell and Jarvis have swapped sides. Good ball from Wolf to Jeanette. Jeanette with a good touch there around. She's going to take a shot from there. Not quite able to get it on goal. Lots of opportunities here.
Yeah, Lady Bears have had a lot of opportunities, and I think, Matt, you talked about this at halftime. The more opportunities, eventually they're going to fall.
Yeah, and that certainly has been the case here. Just lots of pressure on this Meridian back line. While there's been lots of substitution, there hasn't been as much substitution on the defensive end. So the Lady Bears hoping to test that. You gotta put some on goal and just see what happens.
Bears get it to Wolf. She gets it over to Jarvis. Drenette.
All right, here's an opportunity. Drenette's fouled by Lampkin. Result will be a free kick from about halfway into the Meridian's end of the pitch. Ceballos, I hadn't thought of this. Ceballos is going to be dangerous on these free kicks.
She definitely has a leg,
She
doesn't
definitely has the leg, that's right. There's a one-person wall. Let's see if she tries to play for goal or not. Nope. She's trying to find somebody there on the left side to get the ball back on the goal. The keeper came out, so the opportunity was there, but the keeper was able to corral the ball.
Bears trying to turn that one.
These bouncing balls are always dangerous. They're bouncing headed towards your goal. You get a little nervous. Preston did a good job of kicking that out. Let's reset. It's like Foltz would come in for Jeanette.
Another substitution on the other end as Card will check out. 21, I think Benitez checks in for Meridian.
Corner kick. I think everybody thought that was going to be a goal kick except the referee.
Yeah, I was going to say, but he decides it's a corner kick.
See, Lampkin makes her way kind of outside of the wall that's forming to run towards the goal on the corner. Ceballos, I believe, is finding her this time. Yep. So the ball comes all the way through to her once again. This time she's only able to get a toe on it. Goes way over goal. That would have been a tough one to put in.
Yeah, but
Ceballos did a great job of finding her this time. She was, number 17 was open last time to get that header on it. It was dangerous. This time Ceballos finds her, defends her well.
Line this kick up.
Now the ball's bouncing southwest way towards the Meridian goal. Foltz with some good work there.
Wolf got in there, but ends up out the corner, and it'll be for the Bears.
Wolf put some good pressure on the defense there. Meridian decides to kick it out. Southwest takes a quick throw. Wolf gets the ball across goal. Bardwell was trying to get in on the other end of it. Not quite able to. Yeah, that was a quick throw that almost worked. lots of space.
Bears have been playing with a lot of intensity here in the second half. That one will stay in. It will not.
Yeah, I think Preston just wanted to make sure that went out, shepherd that on out.
In the second half here with the Lady Bears down 2-1. Just under 24 minutes to play in the second half here. Women's soccer this afternoon. From the Southwest Soccer Field on an 80-degree afternoon. Southwest with the throw. Ceballos with it.
He's got lots of room there in the midfield.
A lot of spin on that one as it goes out.
Gets it off of the midfielder of Meridian for a throw.
Let's see if anybody's able to grab this one.
Henderson comes wide, defends that well. She had a long way to run to get there. It went off of her, and she followed it deep into that corner.
19 going to sub in. That's
She's hurting a little bit right now, trying to catch her breath. That was a big run for Henderson.
Mallory Smith going to sub in for Meridian. Number 2, Claire Benson, will check out. That also gave Henderson a chance to catch her breath.
Ball played in. Southwest kicks it out for another Meridian throw. Meridian's not in a terribly big hurry, apparently, to find a ball. We've sent 2 that way. Plus, there's a fence back there, so I know it didn't go far.
Yeah.
And finally, they choose one that they will elect to throw in.
Defended and that one stayed out.
Oh, we get a foul called by the referee, which means we'll have a penalty kick for Meridian here. Not sure who the foul was on. There were lots of bodies kind of bouncing off each other there.
Coach Zach Mills wanting an explanation. The official on this side trying to.
Looks like Roberts will take the PK for Meridian.
She scores. So Roberts will score the penalty kick and make it a 3-1 game.
Yeah, 21 minutes to play. Still a lot can happen in 21 minutes. Lady Bears had a lot of energy that first half of the second half there. See if they can keep that pressure on Meridian. Spio's looking for Jarvis here. Dispossessed by the defender. Wolf gets the ball back and sends it to the opposite corner.
That one's in the air. Bears. Wolf tried to put a head on that one, but it's over her head.
Preston plays it out. I tell you, this keeper does a good job. She kicks it pretty far, but she kicks it very high. And it just, it just comes down with such force, bounces up, and just headed right towards the southwest goal every time. Everybody's running back trying to get to that ball. Lady Bears with possession.
Wolf looking for some help. There we go.
She's got Jarvis. She's got Folse in front of her to her left. She thought she was going to get a corner, but the AR says that was off of Jarvis.
Hmm.
I thought that we were going to at least get a corner out of that.
Ceballos puts it down there again.
Yeah, Jarvis wasn't quite able to get enough pace on it to get it in front of goal. Keeper able to deal with that. Lady Bears keeping it in again.
Wolf had it, lost it. Let's see who gets this one back. It's Meridian.
Preston plays it to Harris. Harris finds Wolf. Just a great touch every time. Ooh.
No foul called there either.
She gets stepped on. Referee, he doesn't signal advantage. I guess he didn't even think it was a foul. Ceballos elects to play it wide to Jarvis. Unable to keep it in play, however.
Jarvis unable to turn that one for the Lady Bears.
As deep as Ceballos was there was an opportunity for a shot. That was pretty far out, but we know the leg that she has. From that distance, if she could get it on target with a lot of pace, it would be tough to defend.
Lady Bears will bring 20 and 9. That's Ryer and Dranette back in. Wolf going to catch a break for the Lady Bears here for a moment.
Dranette appears to take her position there in midfield.
That one will be out. Stays with Meridian, so they will throw this one in.
Yeah, they went off of Price. She did a good job defending there, but the ball did come off of her. Ball bouncing in front of goal. Henderson gets it to Preston, who's able to clear it momentarily.
Nice job that time by Dranette just to get rid of that one.
Clears it wide. The Meridian player elects to let it go out. I think she could have kept that in play, but I think she's happy with it going out and taking a little bit of time.
Works it back in underneath, another shot on goal, and that one's going to get in. Ceballos was asking for a foul, which the official's not going to give, and we've got an injured Bear. The injury came, no foul got called. The official will tell the Lady Bears why he elected not to blow his whistle. And while he's telling them why he elected not to blow his whistle, the trainer will have to go out and check.
Yeah, that's a pretty good sign there that something happened, isn't it?
Ceballos almost immediately threw her arms in the air and immediately went to the official, and her and Wolf both went to the official, and he responded back while he said it was a clean play. It ends up with a Lady Bear under goal. From our vantage point, can't tell you who it is at the moment.
I believe it was number 20, Anna Card. It was tough to tell at the time, just looking at who was the most happy coming back down the field, who they were congratulating. I believe it was her. But there was a Meridian player and Southwest player came together there in front of goal. Moak had come out and gotten a hand on the ball. I thought she was going to corral it, but wasn't quite able to. She may have been bumped as well. If she's bumped, then that play should stop right there. If she's got her hand on the ball and it's dislodged. Again, hard to tell if that's what happened from this vantage point that we have or not. But those two bodies going towards the goal, the result was the ball going in. Whether it was off of number 20 or not, I'm not sure, but she was certainly taking credit for it, looked like.
Coach Zach Mills out. He wants an explanation from the referee there in the middle, too.
He is, yes. Well, the trainers work on the injured player who is on her feet now, but might need a little bit of assistance coming off.
That's number 11 for the Lady Bears at Summerall.
Yeah, she's played a lot in this game. It's given Southwest some great energy. She's not putting any weight at all on her left leg. That's not a good sign.
It looks like everybody who wanted to discuss it with the official has discussed it. His mind not changing on that one. He says clean play, and now they'll just carry Summerall off the field.
Yeah, Coach Daigle is going to pick her up and carry her off. It's just, you hate to see that.
Like I said, she was putting no weight on that ankle either.
No. Maybe it's not. Maybe Keith Raybon can come over here and do his magic. Make it all better here pretty soon for her, but you certainly hate to see that.
So Coach Keith Raybon, the athletic trainer, heading back to continue to look at her. The goal did go in, so it's 4-1 now, and all that. We should say that it's a 3-goal lead now for Meridian as they go up 4-1 with 16:20 to play here in this second half.
Yeah, it's a pretty big hill to climb now for the Lady Bears. We just want to play hard these last 16 minutes or so, see if you can get something out of this new formation that you have with Ceballos in midfield. Wolf is back out there now again. Remoto is in as well, I believe, in place of Summerall. Ceballos with a nice turn there to Jernette. Ceballos gets it back and plays it down the line to Jernette. Jernette with a nice ball around the defender.
Meridian, nice defense that time, up 3 goals.
Preston did a nice job there of holding up play. The result was an easy turnover for Henderson to corral. Ryer was flagged for offsides. The referee took a very long time to decide to accept that call. I'm not sure what the holdup was.
Yeah, he waited
Either she was or she wasn't. It's like he waited to see whether anything came of it for Meridian, which wouldn't make any sense. So I don't know what he's thinking.
over to Foles. Nobody home that time on the kick, but Foles able to get that one back and feed it to Harris. Harris will feed it back to her.
Oh.
And they say the foul is on.
I didn't hear a whistle, but I believe there was a foul call on Foles there. They all waved his flag.
He waved his flag. It is a foul on the Bears.
Preston missed that one, went to head it back. Price plays it out of play.
Meridian with another substitution here, 15 for 11. They will get Cooper in for Kelly. That one will be lost out. Meridian wants to sub again. This time they get Benitez in for, let's see who subs out for her. Shoemaker, Sydney Shoemaker will sub out for her.
Harris takes his goal kick. Headed out by Garcia. Preston will take this throw.
There's a push out, but they'll say no foul, but the Bears will get the ball on the throw in. Ceballos gets it to Wolf.
Nice. Wolf with a little 1-2. Wolf takes a shot. I think it was a good cross to Ryer. She got a head on it, bounced off the top. She needed just to redirect it just a little bit. She was in the right place at the right time there.
The ball's in the center there. Takes a big hop. Meridian with a shot, but it's way over the goal.
Well, the result in this change in formation, of course, has not paid off in terms of looks like Lady Bears getting a win. But with Wolf here on the right and Ceballos on the left, they're able to send some crosses into the box. And Jeanette and Ryer up there, able to get a head on it. That's something that might pay off down the road for them.
It's definitely a formation that we see a lot of shot on goals have happened during the second half of the Lady Bears with that formation.
Ryer plays it out here to Wolf.
Wolf trying to catch this one before it goes out. Unable to save that one though.
She demands perfection. She's upset with herself for missing that one.
26 and 4 will check in. Well, not 20. She's wearing 26, but oh, there it is. Shelley and Rangel will check in for Meridian. This one worked back to the Bear end. Ceballos will get it to Wolf. Wolf working down in the corner with it. Looks for Ceballos again. It's booted away, and it will be Meridian ball.
Yep.
Meridian put it in. Nice job by Ceballos there. To Wolf. Middle.
Fire with a good touch there to Jeanette. Almost. Lampkin there did a good job of getting that out from Meridian. That was dangerous. Dangerous for them, good for the Southwest. Almost pays off.
Goes to Jeanette. Ceballos with it, back to Wolf. To Wolf, now Ceballos. He's finally kicked out by Meridian as Garcia finally kicks that one out. Don't forget men's action coming your way next. Meridian and Southwest will have it for you right here on Bear TV on this Monday afternoon. And then a couple of weeks before these Lady Bears and Bears get back to the field here at Southwest. I can tell you, Matt, these schedules for these spring semesters have been weird schedules with long breaks at home and then long breaks on the road. We saw it in softball, we saw it in baseball, we see it in soccer.
Yeah, it's not quite the extreme in soccer as it was in
softball
and baseball. I think part of the break here is the fact that we're getting through with the South part of the first time through every team in the South with this match. And then there's a game or so maybe where they're going on the road and playing a team or two up north before getting back into South action where we started with Colin here. That means we'll go to Colin to begin South play.
The Lady Bears schedule Holmes on the 1st. That's the game away, and then we go to Pearl River. Excuse me. It's Meridian today. Colin is Thursday up at Colin, and then Holmes on May 1st. Pearl River on May the 4th before we get back home. May 7th on Friday to take on Jones. And then away on the 10th, and then back home again on the 10th of May with Gulf Coast before we end the season, May 13th, up at Meridian against this Eagle team. So that's what the rest of the schedule looks like.
So lots of matches left out there.
Like you said, it's only the first time through. And the Lady Bears sit 2-2. They lose this one, they'd be 2-3 after the spin. That wouldn't be a bad thing.
They'll be 2-3. They'll be tied with Meridian, who comes into this match 1-3. So they'll move up to 2-3. Just lots of teams right around 3-2 and 2-3. It looks like looking at the standings in the South. So just about anything can happen. You know, whatever outcome Southwest Lady Bears are looking for is still in front of them.
Still very much within their reach.
Definitely is. Yeah.
They're going to change keepers now. They will bring number 8. No, 0. I'm sorry, number 0. There's no 0 on their roster.
Not sure who their other keeper is. There's not another keeper position.
Not another keeper listed
on the roster.
So I'm not sure who the other keeper is, but they do swap out keepers.
Now, Southwest did bring in number 8, Haley Collins, as well. She's playing here on the right wing. Bardwell is now playing as a central forward. Folse over on the left wing. Preston got that ball out well to Folse. Folse and Bardwell work well. Folse got a ball coming down the left side, showing that speed.
Test the new keeper, goal. They tested the new keeper, and the Bears get a goal. That's Chloe Folse.
I believe Bardwell will have that assist as well.
6:15 mark makes it 4-2.
But you can see why she's playing down that left side. That left foot, from our angle, I wasn't sure she could get it on goal, but she put it in that top corner. You're right. She tested the keeper, but I don't think any keeper was going to be able to stop that.
No, I don't think any. I don't think it. Yeah, she was a fresh keeper, but you're right. No keeper could have stopped that one from Chloe Folse.
That play started way on here on the other end. Preston had a good ball out to Folse, who just worked so hard to get that ball, get around the defender, and then also get that shot off. Just a great effort by her there.
About 6 minutes to play in this one. Lady Bears down 2 goals, but a lot of things can happen. We saw in the first end of the first half. A lot of things can happen down here at the end.
You know, there's times that you don't want to jinx. There's times that you do want to jinx.
Yeah.
And maybe we were able to jinx things for
Wolf.
In a good way for the Lady Bears.
Bears get that one back in the Wolf where they wanted it at. She has to flip it back. They'll bring it to this corner.
Ball falls to Collins. She plays it back to Ceballos. She's going to look for Folse again.
Folds, it's a little too high. Oh. I thought it was too high, but that had more of a chance than I thought.
I heard our SID to the left here. I think he was giving up a little too early. I wasn't sure.
I think Michael gave up a little too early.
It was dipping. It was just a little wide, but it was almost right in that corner, which, again, there's nothing the keeper could have done about that if it had gone in.
Well, she'd have made that one. Things would have got interesting here in the last 5 minutes.
Yep.
Ceballos, Bears going to try again, this time on the other end. Can she catch up to it? No, she cannot. That's Collins on this side who was trying to catch up to that one. Ceballos puts it right back where it came from.
That's unfortunate for Preston. She takes it well, but right in front of her was Shelley for Meridian. It glanced off of her, so Preston could not really be ready for that ball to come off her face the way it did. But she's tough. She's just playing right along.
Ceballos wants to put that one back on the Bear end, the Foles.
Meridian just clears the ball deep. Moat corrals it. Punts it down the left side looking for Folse.
Foles wants to go to Wolf in the middle. The Bears can dig that one out. They cannot. Three and a half minutes is showing now on the clock.
What? So the referee saw subs for Meridian coming in, but Southwest had the ball. He blew the whistle for the sub, which he's not supposed to do.
the
So that-
official. So he is.
Southwest was working with some openings there. They were turning the ball, looking to play in quick, had to stop because the referee blew the whistle.
He's made a couple of
turn
questionable decisions in there this afternoon.
That one is definitely unfortunate.
Yeah, that one doesn't make any sense. He does call the subs back, but like you said, he takes Southwest.
Yeah, there was some flow in the game there. Southwest was looking to move quickly. It killed some time off the clock as well. Southwest continuing to play hard, though.
Bears still trying to make a push here with under 3 minutes to play.
Yeah, they want to get this ball moving further to the right as you look at your device. So they're able to do now. Ceballos with a little bit of room. She sees Collins to her right. She finds it, sends it back in the middle. There's nobody there.
Nobody home that time for Collins. That went out by Trinity.
Now, since that's off of Southwest, Meridian can make their
Can
subs.
make their subs now. And he once again signals they can sub. They'll stop the clock with 2:02. So he does stop the clock to allow the massive substitutions this time for Meridian.
Meridian looking to kill some time, put the ball in the corner, just keep it in the corner as long as she can. Preston able to get that off of Meridian for a throw, but deep in the Southwest end. Price with a good throw there off of Meridian. Gets to advance the ball a little more down the right line.
Looking for Wolf.
Down to under a minute and a half to play. Now we're in the other corner. Ramoto goes through the player that time. The result is going to be, I believe, a free kick. But basically it's like a corner, which they're not worried about. They just want to keep it in that corner anyway.
Yeah, they just want to keep it down in that corner anyway and run the rest of this clock out. That's the overall goal for Meridian at this point. Bears had to go dig that ball out of that fence over there.
Oh, I guess it was a free kick. I guess he called a foul on Meridian. She gets to drop the ball and send it, kick it. Meridian looking for one more goal.
That one's out of on the Bears, and that'll probably do it.
Yeah, that runs the record to 3-5 and 2-3. You know, last year the Lady Bears did not have even that record, so they're certainly tickled with this very near 500 record. There's lots to play for the rest of the way.
Absolutely, yeah, and like you said, really the first time through, and the Lady Bears have, with the exception of one game, which was that game against Jones over at Jones, the Lady Bears have pretty much been in every game that they've played. And considering this is a team that's kind of rebuilding in a lot of ways, that's pretty impressive for Coach Zach Mills.
Oh, certainly. Like you said, just looking at the results of the other games against the South teams, I feel like most of Southwest does feel like they have a pretty good chance against. We start playing home and road the other way from where we played the first time. You know, everybody knows each other a little better now. You kind of know what that other team is doing. Southwest showed some good I like the way that they adjusted. They made those halftime adjustments, just changed the flow of the game totally. Didn't quite work out this time in a win, but they keep doing those sort of things. They're going to still see that payoff down the road.
And how about the move for Ceballos from goal to a player on the field to kind of mix things up for the Bears there in the second half.
Well, and I think their hand may have been forced somewhat. I know that Kelsey Powell started the game, but I don't remember seeing her much in the game at all. I don't remember her I do remember her coming off and walking around.
Yeah.
I don't think she played again after that. So their hand may have been forced somewhat by that, but that shows a lot of trust in that back line. The back line has done a great job overall throughout the season and able to bring in the backup keeper to put Ceballos in the field. And that just showed a whole different look for them. So we'll see how they play in the next game, whether that's something that they can continue to try.
The Lady Bears lose this one. They again will go to 2-3 in division play. They have a quick turnaround. Thursday, Colin will make the trip to Wesson to take on Colin. That'll be on the turf there at Sullivan Stadium on the campus of Colin. So quick turnaround for them as they go right back to work on Thursday.
Yep, that's an opportunity, certainly. They began the South schedule with a win over Colin here. I'm sure Colin will be looking for revenge. Anytime Southwest and Colin play in anything, you have to throw out the record book. Anything can happen, certainly.
That game will be Thursday at Colin, so a quick turnaround for them. And then they move out of division play with Holmes Community College. They'll go to Ridgeland and play that one on Saturday, May 1st. Before going to Poplarville, then Jones here at home on May 7th. That's the next time we'll see the Lady Bears. Will be on May 7th when they're back here to take on Jones. And then on May 10th when they take on Gulf Coast before ending the season May 13th at Meridian. So, Matt, a lot of soccer still to be played. We look forward to seeing them again on May 7th on that Friday when Jones College will be in town.
I certainly do. Wish them well while they're off on the road for these next 3 games. But I'm definitely looking forward to seeing them play again here at home.
Well, that'll do it for women's action this afternoon. Coach Zach Mills already has shifted his attention to men's action, so we'll try to catch up with him after the men's game tonight and kind of talk about women's and men's action with him. We'll do that after the men's game with the post-game interview to follow then. Right now, we'll say goodbye for women's action as Meridian comes to town, wins a 4-2 decision over the Lady Bears, but we encourage you to stay with us. Men's action, Southwest and Meridian is coming your way. We'll have a broadcast starting about 15 minutes. Broadcast are starting about 15 minutes right here on Bear TV.